Alright, so doing VATS on the car, vehicle anti-theft system. Yeah. So I put my multimeter right here on ohms. And I use this one right here, which gives me a decimal point. So I can't do it while I'm holding the phone, but I put one lead right there where my thumb fingernail is, on that little metal piece surrounded by that black. And I put one lead on the other side. And it ohmed out at 5.77. And then I went to Shoebox's website, and you'll see the highlighted there. The decimal spot's in a, well, that highlighting keeps us from reading it, but the nominal is 6.04. He's read it different on his multimeter. Mine came out to 5770, which it read 5.77 on the setting that I had. So mine was too low to begin with. I don't know. I don't know why it's like that, but see, the next one up is a lot lower, so mine has to fall in this area. So what I did was I bought this off eBay, and you can see it reads the settings that I had. You just got to be aware of how you're reading these and the decimal point. What they've got it set here, it reads different depending on what setting you've got it here. You've got it on 20K. That's, yeah. Anyway, mine reads what this reads. So what I did, since these ain't marked, which I ohmed them all out until I found this one right here, which is the 6.04. So the 6.04, which is the nominal for my key pellet, I have the key pellet 12. Even though it read lower than this, that has to be the one, because this one's way too low and this one's way too high. So even though mine read 5770, it has to be this one. I guess the resistor in my key is just not working like it should anymore, and that might be one of the reasons why it wasn't working to begin with. But yeah, so we're going to use this one, 6040. Again, don't be confused by the decimal point, because it just how your own meter reads it. Like on this one, he's got 6.04 K. So he's took the K out of here, and that moves the decimal over 3 points. You know, a K is 1,000, so it moves the decimal 3 points. So yeah, so that's one we're going to use. So we'll go to the car and I'll show you how to put that in. Alright, so coming from the dash, or coming down from the ignition, is this wire right here. There's a plug-in right here, and then there's a plug-in that goes on it. They change colors after it goes through the plug-in. It's like a purple and white, but going into the plug-in, it's 2 white wires, which I've already taken, and I had to lengthen these wires because I've done this before. I took the plug-in out, and I had a resistor in there that was working, and when I took the dash out, I broke it. And then I cut these wires too short, so I just made them longer. So yeah, it's this purple and white wire that has a plug-in, then goes to these 2 wires right here. And I mean, you can leave the plug-in in and just do it on this side, but it needs to be, the resistor needs to go on this side to the BCM to tell the BCM, hey, I got the resistor. And so that just goes up to the key and reads the key. So we're not using the resistor in the key no more, because it's not working. The resistor ain't even reading correct in the key no more, as you saw earlier. Plus, you know, the ignition gets wore, etc. Now, the right way to fix it would be to replace the ignition, which is a pain in the butt, and the resistor in the key itself. But yeah, we're not going to do all that. So I'm going to take this resistor, and I'm going to wire it in right here. Put that side on that side, and that side on that side. If you have to bend these, be careful bending them right at the resistor part, because they will break. Ask me how I know. But yeah, let's get that wired in. Oh yeah, I use these little things right here. They heat shrink over here and they solder in the middle. But keep the flame away from the resistor part, that little blue part right there, or whatever color yours is. They're in different colors, but keep the heat away from that, because it will break with heat too. If you're doing those type of butt connectors. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and put that in there. All right, there we go. It's in. And I'll put some tape over this part. Let's go ahead and hook the battery up and see if it shuts the alarm off when I turn the key on. All right, so the battery's hooked up. Look at there before when I opened the door. You know what? We probably don't even need to turn the key on. We just needed the resistor in there, because I don't think it reads the resistor until you turn the key on anyway. So look at there. Alarm's not going off. Oh, I stand corrected. It just went off. Look at there. And we turned the key on and it went off. Yep, there you go. It worked. So yeah, you do have to have the key on, so I guess the body control module has to have some power. But yeah, there we go. No more alarm. Seeing that light's back to blinking one single blink like it's supposed to. And now it's actually letting me unlock the door. Before it wouldn't let me. It wouldn't make the clicking noise. All fixed like a winner. Now, I did bypass the VATS for the starter. Now I can put that back. And now I won't have a blinking security light no more when I start the car. So yeah, that's it. That's how you do the resistor trick for the VATS system when you keep getting the security light and the car won't crank. Or in my case, if you set the alarm off, because I had the starter bypass so it'd start the car, and I had VATS tuned out of the computer so it would stay running. But I set the alarm off when I was doing the doors. We put manual doors in here. Yep. And we must have locked the door, because when you lock the door, it sets the alarm. Or you can set the key fob. You can set the alarm with the key fob. And then if the alarm goes off, the only way to turn it off is with the key fob, or to turn the ignition on. But it didn't do no good to turn my ignition on, because my resistor was broke and it didn't read the resistor in the key, so that wouldn't turn it off. But now that we did that bypass on the resistor, now it reads it. Now I'm going to put all that stuff back together and call her done. And then we can drive it around and tune it a little bit.